Thank you for joining us for another edition of From the Frontlines. I'm joined today by Ashley Knott. She's the coordinator of family and community engagement at Westfield Washington Schools. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, thank you for having me today.
Thanks for joining us. Typically, when we do these From the Frontlines, it's a series of interviews that we've done to support our Show Some Class campaign, which is a campaign that we've got out there in the K through 12 schools. The C of that acronym standing for Commit to Self-Care. But today we're actually going to talk about more along the lines of the parents committing to self-care, just as much as the students. Tell us about your parent university and how that works in your school district.
So Parent University was developed in January of 2018 to support parents and help them link any of the tools that we might have through technology, through media, through webinars, through events, through movies, whatever means we could do to support parents. And we did not anticipate COVID as anyone coming through, but to have this platform at this particular time was very, very beneficial to be able to engage with parents and to still stay connected during those times of uncertainty and quarantine and shutdown and different things. So Parent University is just a part of what we do, but really trying to focus on our kids and our students. And we know that when we support parents and give them the tools to make them stronger, that they are more apt to ask more questions. They're most likely to engage with their children and ask about some different things that they hear about and not shy away from some of those difficult conversations.
So you guys have partnered with Wellbeing Coalition of Westfield and just announced a two-part series called Diving into Our Brain and Body Wellbeing. Tell us what that's all about.
So we are very, very fortunate to partner with Dr. Lori Desital, and she worked with us also at the start of COVID when we thought this would be a 2 to 3 week opportunity. So if you go to the Parent University website, her parent self-care, we have a 9-part series on there right now. But now that we've come to the other side of COVID, what we're hoping, we want to connect with parents, the Wellbeing Coalition, Dr. Lori Desital, and really give parents the opportunity to acknowledge COVID, to acknowledge the trauma that it's kind of put out there. If our mental health is affected, our well-being is affected by all of these different things. And if you may not have been affected financially, you may not have been caught the virus, but there's a good chance that your work changed, that your school life changed for your child, that your activities outside of your home, even some of your special occasions and things were affected, and how that affected you and your family. Lori's going to come in, Dr. Lori Desital is going to come in and provide us resources and tools to acknowledge that and hopefully to keep moving forward.
You use that word trauma, and that's a big word, but it's been a year now. We're coming up on a year. And like you said, so many people have experienced this in very different ways. I'm sure that you're having these conversations at school with the kids as well, right?
So the conversations, we were doing, social emotional learning, and there's just constant conversations. Every minute that we get with our students here at the school is precious, but we want to make sure that we're sending that same language home to our parents so that when we're talking during the day, the kids hear it, and then they're going home and they may also hear it. We want people, parents, community members to feel the support. We know that mentorship, leadership, and just that, just the connection to others is a support mechanism. Those are tools right now that we need more than ever, and making sure that you have that engagement opportunity.
So obviously you're going to get more if you go to this series, but any really good ideas or tips that you might just be able to offer now on how we can support our kids, especially with the summer months coming up and knowing that they're not going to have that support in the school building?
So currently on the Parent University website, you can go to Parent Self-Care, and Dr. Lori Desital partnered with us at the very start of COVID. So it starts with week 1, and you can kind of walk through her journey. So we thought we would only film 3 weeks, and we filmed 9 weeks. So we went through for quite a while, and she'll give you some resources already. And those you might feel how the beginning of that journey. And that's where bringing Dr. Lori Desital back to Westfield, back to our community, and letting parents learn from her. She's studying the trauma, she's studying the effects. She works with students directly, both at Butler and in the schools. So we just really appreciate the work that she does and how she's going to support parents on this journey. So there's tools out there like Parent University, and we're going to start promoting additional things that she's going to share with us that will lead us up to April 25th. It's going to be a Sunday night live stream event. We will also be able to have some folks in person, but due to COVID, we can't tell you how many yet. So we don't know if there's 25, 50, depending on what the restrictions are. But by liking the Eventbrite link, you'll be able to stay up to date on how that series is presented. It'll be a Sunday evening. I encourage you to encourage your children, your family to sit down and watch it with you and listen to Dr. Desautol. It's an hour and a half, which is not that much time when you're talking about how much time we've put in this last year.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about that myself. Mothers are notorious for putting everybody ahead of themselves, but the truth of the matter is we've all experienced some of this trauma. Talk about how important it is for a parent to take time for themselves to make sure that they're okay.
Yes, parent self-care is huge. And if we don't take care of ourselves, then we're not equipped to take care of our children or our students. And those emotions could come out both, when you go to work or how you react to different situations. And we want to give parents the tools to take care of themselves and to support their well-being and their mental health. And we really encourage you to encourage your friends. We do a lot of socializing. This is one of those things where we would encourage someone, if you know someone's having a hard time, invite them over for, come and hang out and a viewing and watch Dr. Desautol. And it'll be a 2-part series. So it'll be broken up, and we hope to bring her back in the fall as we welcome school back, whatever that might look like. And she can help us prepare for being our best selves for 2021-22.
Remind us again the best way to register.
So the best way to register is to go to our Eventbrite link, which will you be able to put that up or?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
We can share that.
Yeah, if you could share that Eventbrite link, and if you register on Eventbrite link, then you will be able to be registered. I will send out an email as it gets closer and we know what the COVID restrictions allow us for in-person. Dr. Desautol is an amazing speaker. You can go on TED Talk and see some of her past talks if you just want to get to know the speaker and see if that's someone you would connect to. But I think you're really going to appreciate her conversation and her passion for supporting children and supporting parents and community. And this is open to everyone. You don't have to, attend Westfield schools to listen and to watch.
That's fantastic. Ashley Knott with Westfield Washington Schools. Thank you so much and good luck with the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. And we hope you guys will tune in on April 25th and May 2nd.
We'll be there.